webinar. So glad the leaders have represented and shown up here to be on this special invitation call for leaders only. And there's this wonderful picture Andrew has put on the screen you should all be looking at there where it says Jeff Mills' Leaders Launch. And today we're going to introduce you guys to a new program, a new commission structure, and a system. All right, it's three things that every successful business needs to have. I'm going to go through those things with you guys really quick, and then we're going to break each one of those three things down and explain it to you guys and teach you and show you how you can join us and profit with us and have a lot of fun. So every time you're going to go out there and try to sell something, you've got to have a great product. And that's what we're going to introduce to you guys today. We're going to highlight for you guys and share with you a great product in the travel industry that's basically cutting edge, brand new, just getting started, and you want to position yourselves and get in early on this thing before anyone else does, because this thing is literally going to be the hottest thing this year, 2012. It's going to take off, and it's going to have a life of its own. You're going to hear about it from everywhere and anywhere, and so why wait to get in late when you can get in now early? So we're going to talk about our great product, which is going to help you guys save money on travel. And there's a lot of options there for you guys. We're going to highlight some of those. The second thing you got to have is you got to have a great compensation plan. So we're talking about a business opportunity here, and I'm not bashful about that. I don't shy away from MLM or business opportunities or direct sales. This is going to be a direct sales opportunity for you guys. This is for people who are in the game, who know multi-level marketing, who know direct sales, who have experience with it, who can bring people, groups, lists, current lists from current businesses. Maybe you want to shift over to work with us, or maybe you've got some big mailing lists you can mail for this. Doesn't matter if you're veteran MLM or you've never done MLM. If you've got access to thousands of people you can do webinars with, then this compensation plan that we've got is going to blow your mind how much money you can get paid, how fast you can get paid, and how often you can get paid with some pretty cool compensation tweaks that we've got. So we're going to talk about the compensation plan as well in this webinar. The third thing you've got to have is a hands-free marketing system, and that's what we've perfected. And back in 2005, Hoyt and Farmer and I met for the very first time, and as well as Andrew. We all came together. We got three people on this call. We got Hoyt Farmer in Arizona. We got Andrew Porto in Connecticut, and myself. I'm actually in San Diego right now at a seminar. And we all came together. It was the perfect storm of an opportunity back in 2005 to build a system around a business opportunity using a call center to close our sales. And it had never been done before. We didn't know if it would work, but we had a guy who had big vision for this thing, and his name was Paul. And Paul put this thing together, and it was just amazing. And we made a lot of money in the next 3 years with this program, with the system, using the system. It wasn't so much the program, it was more about the system we developed that allowed me to really leverage a call center to answer all my phone calls for all my leads and to talk to my prospects, to present the business opportunity for me, answer questions for me, handhold for me, which allowed me to live my life, okay? And Hoyt will profess to that. I was living large. I was going everywhere, doing everything. And while he and his team were stuck in an office working on my deals for me. And he made a lot of money doing that, and I made a ton of, I think we both made a ton of money doing that, actually. And it was a good win-win situation for us. Over the last several years, we've kind of tweaked the model. We've done it in different, we've used it here and there in different programs and opportunities. And we've taken all the best of everything we've learned over the last, 5, 6 years now, and we put it all on top of this program that we're going to be talking about today. So you're going to hear today's webinar in 3 different parts. You're going to hear product talk, you're going to hear compensation plan, and you're going to hear system. And get your ears on, listen closely, take notes. We're going to do Q&A at the end so no one gets left behind, no one has any questions unanswered. And Hoyt and Andrew, if you guys want to have your fingers in the chat room too, just to answer any questions that pop in there, because I don't have it on my computer because I'm using one of my other computers. So I'm not going to be able to do chat myself and type in there. But if you guys can do chat, that'd be great. See those questions. Can you guys help me out with that?
Sure.
Yeah,
Yep.
we'll help you with that.
I need a firm. Okay, good. Okay. So I guess we'll throw it over to you, Andrew, and give a little background to who you are, and then jump into it.
Sure. Thanks a lot, Jeff. My name is Andrew Porto. Again, like Jeff said, the three of us have worked very closely together over the years. I'm actually the creative director, is my title here with Tripazon, and I've done most of the creative work for setting up the websites and the marketing. You guys have had a sneak peek at the websites. You'll find it pretty fun, and we're going to give you some snapshots here tonight. But what I'm going to do is, without further ado, we've got a lot of information to go through, folks, but I'm going to keep it short and concise and be respectful of your guys' time. And we'll quickly cover what we're going to do.
Hey, Andrew.
Andrew, you're back, bouncing in and out. Your audio is just terrible right now.
Breaking up real bad, buddy.
You might want to jump on the phone.
Okay. Let me just try something.
So yeah, we tested all this out, of course, ahead of time. He sounded great, and everything was perfect. And then, wait, why don't you just do a quick introduction to yourself? So
yeah, let me. Can you hear me okay, Jeff?
I can hear you just fine.
All right, guys. Hey, this is Hoyt Farmer, and thank you for having me on the call. While Andrew's trying to get plugged in here, as the slides move forward, you'll actually get to an introduction on myself. But I want to give you a little background on, well, really where the history started with Jeff and I, but a little bit farther back than that. I've actually been selling business opportunities. I've been in this industry for about 25 years. To date, I've got over $30 million for personal sales for some of the largest income opportunity companies out there in the nation. And I'll tell you, over time, working for these companies, it really started getting to me, started dragging me down, because I started realizing, even though I'm making great money, and I'm making these infomercial guys and different guys in this industry money, the people that were signing up for these programs weren't making a dime. They were making no money whatsoever. So as the years went by, I really started reaching out and started looking, is there something different? How can I take my talent, my skills, what I know how to do, how I put food on my table, and really put it to work helping people? And as Jeff mentioned, in 2005, a friend of mine, Paul, contacted me and he said, hey, I've got this great concept. Help me. What do we do with it? And I said, all right, let me take a look at it. And I got to be honest with you guys, I was not real familiar with network marketing. I really wasn't. My skills were used in, like I said, infomercials and different aspects of opportunities out there. And I kind of looked at it for a minute, and I kind of shook my head and said, nah, I don't think there's much there. And then Paul said, you know, hang around, start meeting some of these people. And again, I met Jeff, and I started realizing some of the hardest working people on the planet are in network marketing. I mean, they're striving to make money, but they had a little issue out there, and we wanted to figure out what it was. What was holding them back from really excelling in their income? And the bottom line is, it was sales. And that's what Paul brought to me. He said, look, these folks out here, they want to market. They want to work this business. They just don't know what to do with these leads. So we created this sales center. And over time, I actually bought Paul out, took it over to expand it out, and we made Jeff $1.3 million in his pocket in a very short time. And in that particular program we're involved in, we put more people in that program, from $2,000 to $11,000 in the history of that program, had ever been done. We've done in 2 years what it took most people out there and organizations 5 years to do. And that was the first phase of what popped into our head about having an automated system, the sales. A sales center that does all the selling, all the presenting, from front to back, just does all the closing. And we're going to let Andrew kind of walk through this program here. He hops back on the line, and then I'm going to get back on my soapbox, and I'm going to give you some more information about the next step that we took from not only just providing individuals the opportunity to work with a program and make money and have someone else do all the selling for them, but the advertising, the marketing, everything else is involved to turn this truly into an automated program. We're going to get into that. But let me check. Andrew, are you back here yet?
I am back. I'm sorry about that, folks. Can you hear me okay?
That's all right. You know I want to start talking
sound
here.
Good, man.
But we're going to get Andrew on here. He's going to walk through the program, folks, and then I'm going to jump back on, and I'm going to show you how to truly automate this program.
There you go. Sorry for the technical difficulties, folks, but hopefully I'm coming in clearer now. To move this along, we're going to do a quick product intro. We're going to talk about our HUG compensation plan, and again, Hoyt just walked you through a little bit about the automated sales center that actually helped Jeff generate over $1.3 million in sales and that's pretty impressive. So let's just go right into it. Why you've been invited? Okay, Jeff kind of covered this already. If you have experience in the industry, if you can bring at least 5 or more people into any program, that's why you've been invited. If you see the opportunity to get in early, this is pre-launch. The official launch is going to be pretty shortly here. We'll announce that at the end of the call. You could spot a good program when you see it, and if you can take action, that's why you've been invited to this call. So let's go right into the product intro. We're not going to spend a whole lot of time here. Jeff already talked about the company. It's called Tripazon.com. It's just a really fun, lighthearted program. We're going to talk a little bit more about that. It's positioned in the $8 trillion travel industry. And we're powered by a top Inc. 500 technology company. We're backed by a 4-year top-tier luxury resort program. This program costs as much as $10,000 to get into, but not Tripazon. It's a low-ticket viral program. We've built this program for speed, okay? Again, it's a light, fun-hearted website that's easy to share. Why is it so easy? Because it's so cool. You're just going to want to show everybody the website. It offers major
we're basically, you can say this, Andrew, we're basically breaking all the rules when it comes to how you do websites, how you do sales letters. It's all based on this graphics that you developed that make it totally different than what anyone's ever seen before, which is why it's going to go crazy.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we've had some major feedback on the website, and people say they can't stop looking at it or stop scrolling because we've done this, like Jeff said, we've done it opposite of what everybody is going to expect the website to look like. It's fun, it's whimsical, it's just really a pleasure, to go through. And if you're ever on the phone with somebody while they're looking at the site, you can actually hear their excitement, and just say how cool it is. So, and that's why we did it. We did it specifically to be outside the box. We want people to stay sticky. We want people to stay on the website and check it out and share it just because it's cool and it catches you off guard. So what we have the discounts on is, again, I'm not going to spend too much time on this. You can check out the corporate website after the call. But we have the 5-star escapes. We've got the cruises, the car rentals. You can get discounts on golf, reward points we offer, instant promo codes for even more savings. We have over 250,000 vendors that you can get up to 50% off national brands in the membership, and of course you can book flights. There's a whole lot more. Now I want to say what we're not. Okay, really quickly, we're not a timeshare program. We're not a travel agency program, and we're not a mail-in travel certificate program. Okay, we're absolutely none of those. We're completely different. We are one of the best travel programs, in my opinion, out there. Okay, we're going to jump here. I told you we were going to go fast, so we're going to go into the HUG compensation plan. HUG stands for Help You Grow. Okay, it's just another part of our charm here. Everything kind of has an icon or an acronym to it. Now, for those of you who are on the line who have experience in the MLM world, I'm going to come right out and say we are a binary. Now, a binary is responsible for creating more millionaires out of any other compensation plan out there in the marketplace, bar none, hands down. So if you get that concept, it's one on the left, one on the right. You got 2 teams, and you're going to build those 2 teams. Now, whether sales come in by your own efforts or if they come in from above you, you can leverage yourself with a binary, which is why the owner of the company chose a binary compensation plan. We didn't really talk about Roger. He's an airline captain of 25 years, and he has extensive experience in the home-based business arena. He's been very successful in it himself, and he actually personally created this compensation plan. Why is it different? Let me go into a couple of different ways. Okay, there's 5 different ways that you can earn money. We're not going to spend a lot of time on this. If you want to go to the videos that are on the corporate website, you can learn a little bit more about it. But we're going to cover some quick, really cool things. And a binary cycle bonus, 3 on the left, 3 on the right, you're going to earn $100 every time that happens to unlimited depth, whether you put them in or whether you get what we call spillover. Binary has spillover because you only have 2 teams, left and a right, and when you sign up your third person, like this person here in green, you're forced to put them under one of your first 2 sales. Okay.
Let me disclaimer you real quick. Let me disclaimer you real quick too. You guys, if you don't get this compensation plan at first glance, don't I can't understand it, so I'm not going to do this. I have a hard time with the compensation plan. Not because it's complicated, it's just because there's a lot of ways you can make money with it. So just,
Right.
he's going to go through this quickly, but don't like be all like, oh gosh, like this is way too
Yeah.
complicated. It's not complicated at all. I mean, you just got to go through it a few times. This is real quick
Yeah.
today. We have all kinds of
It's
videos you
super
guys can
easy.
watch. Let's break it down.
One thing with your disclaimer too, Jeff, guys, at the end of this call, folks, we're going to make it available over here for our staff to answer any of your questions you have about this too. So don't think you have to get it right now. We're going to make sure you understand this and see the value in making money with it.
Yep.
Yeah, I promise you guys it's going to be painless, okay? So that's the first way. It's very simple, okay? 3 on the left, 3 on the right. Every time that happens, the system is going to send you a commission check for $100, and that can happen multiple times to unlimited depth, okay? The problem with binaries is, as most of you know, if you're a leader on this call, that binaries are sometimes difficult to balance, but we've solved that problem. We're going to talk about that on the next slide. Okay, so you get the fast start bonuses, okay? First 2 sales that you make, you earn $20. From your 3rd sale and beyond, like this little green guy here, you're going to double that. You're going to earn $40 from that point on. That's a fast start bonus. Now, you also have monthly residual bonuses. The fast start and the monthly residual bonuses happen at the same time, okay? So you'll get a fast start and the monthly residuals, first 2 sales, $10 a month. 3rd sale and beyond, doubles that to $20 a month. Now, this doesn't look like it's big numbers here on the screen, but I promise you, go watch the video after this call, and you'll see how this can actually just compound itself and explode like crazy. Okay, now the 4th way you can earn money is through coded bonuses, okay? And that means as your team starts to refer other people, you're going to earn coded bonuses, and you're going to get a $20 fast start and a $10 monthly residual on all your coded bonuses. The 5th way is the unlimited coded bonus overrides. Those go through unlimited depth, and they potentially double on each generation. Okay, we're not going to get into too details, but just remember that each time your generations go deeper and deeper, they potentially double. So that's how it's like the penny doubling every day kind of concept. Now, I told you a minute ago how balancing binaries can be the toughest way, the biggest challenge with a binary. We've eliminated that because unlike other binaries, Tripizon allows you to earn a huge residual income down one, what we call a power leg, okay? So even if you only have 1 sale on your left and you have 1,000 people on your right, you can still earn thousands and thousands of dollars off of the monthly residuals and coded bonuses because they work independently of the binary cycle bonus, okay? So if you don't understand what that means, just get this. You don't have to have 2 balanced legs to earn huge, huge money with this compensation plan. I have found, I've been in this industry over 10 years, I've never really found a compensation plan that really spoke to that challenge of the binary. We've, I think, kind of cracked the code and figured that out, okay? So it's very important. So that's pretty much it on the comp plan, guys. I'm going to, like, if we have questions, just remember what they are or type them into the box over to your right. But we're going to move past this now, and we're going to talk about this awesome system because at the end of the day, we have a solid product. You don't really have an opportunity without a solid product, okay? We also have a solid income opportunity, so we're good there. The biggest challenge with any program, I don't care how good the product is, how good the compensation plan is, the last missing ingredient in 99% of the opportunities out there is an automated, a truly automated system. Now, a lot of systems claim to be automated, but they're nothing more than just websites, okay? And they're very cold. There's no people behind those websites. There's no staff behind those websites. At the end of the day, it's still a people business. That's why they call it network marketing, because you network with other people. You don't network with other websites. You network with other people. And this system has an entire sales staff and customer service and support system behind it. It's got a proven track record. We've already talked about that. It's been in operation. Hoyt and his staff has been in operation since 2005. So what is that, going on 7 years? And they've generated millions of dollars in commissions. Jeff Mills can speak to that. He's earned 7 figures just by himself. Okay, so this model works. It's highly duplicatable. It offers true automation because there's people, again, behind the system, and you can build relationships. You're a prospect and start building relationships with your staff. They're going to represent you. And it has all the systems I've ever seen, it's got the highest percentage of team team duplication. I actually crunched the numbers, guys, on my team duplication back when we first started this. It was over 23% duplication in my organization. I don't know if you've ever done that, Jeff, but 23%. Anyone who's on the call will understand.
Because
that's huge.
The whole success, the whole point of multi-level or network marketing is to have duplication. It's not you carrying the load. And in the past, and the other programs I've had, I carried the load. I made all the sales. I made all the money, and I was lucky to see like 5 of my guys become, decent enough where they were actually putting money on the table and making some cash. And the rest of my team just fell off the ladder. They just disappeared, or they couldn't duplicate what we were doing, and so it became very hard for them. And when you can get a team underneath you who's doing exactly what you do, and it's easy to duplicate, it's not about a person, it's about a system. That's when the fun begins, because it doesn't become personality based. You don't have to become a Jeff Mills to be able to be successful in this, because all you have to do is duplicate a system process that anybody of any age can do without having to acquire new skills, and that's a game changer.
Right. And I don't have this as a bullet point, but it basically levels the playing field, because not everybody can be a Jeff Mills. And not everybody has Jeff Mills skills that he's developed over the years, and it's hard to, if you're a newbie, which nobody on this call should be, but if you're a newbie, it's very difficult to download everything that's in Jeff Mills' brain into that new person's brain. Well, with this system, you don't have to. You simply plug in, you set it and forget it. That's how I like to put it. You plug it into a marketing package, and you have a whole staff there to help you plug in, and they're doing everything for you. It's like, I've said this before, it's like, instead of acting out a movie that you've just seen to somebody, you just tell them to go see the movie. That's why the movie directors have spent all the millions of dollars to create the movie and the soundtrack and the acting. If you were to try to describe a movie to somebody, you'd fail miserably. You wouldn't do that movie justice. So you'd say, you know what, go see this movie. It's the same thing. Everyone's going to get the same presentation, the same level of professionalism. It's just highly, highly duplicatable, and that's what I love about it. I'm going to go through a couple more bullet points here, and I'm going to pass it over to Hoyt, and he's going to tell you really about some more of the guts of the system. But our full-time sales staff, because this is what comes with the system. You get a full-time sales staff, folks, to answer your call or your prospect call, present the product and the business for you, get all their questions answered, repeated follow-up calls with those people, okay, close sales, sign people up right there on the spot over the phone, get your team plugged into the system and get them duplicated. Okay, they do all this, folks, so you don't have to. Jeff just told you a few minutes ago how back in the day, the sales center was handling his entire business. So he was off traveling with his family. Okay, that really is. That's not the hype. That's not just an imaginary thing. This is how the program works. This is how it's designed to work. You have a full-time staff to represent you. You also have full-time support. Okay, you get what we call a client business center specialist. Okay, that personally walks you through and helps you through the entire system to answer all your questions, set up your marketing strategies, handle your team support. They're always a phone call away during regular business hours, and that also helps to maximize duplication, because if you have any experience in this industry, most people get in, they get signed up, and then they sit there.
And they get abandoned.
Say, oh my God.
Well, they get abandoned.
They get abandoned.
They get leadership abandonment, where they like, my upline disappeared. I can't call anyone. Who do I get help with? And they're left stuck, and they never do anything because they're stuck.
Right, or they're just overwhelmed and they don't know what to do next. So that's where their client business center specialist comes in. They're going to personally follow up with you, and if they haven't done it, as soon as you sign up, they're going to give you a call, and they're going to walk you through everything. And everything, we just removed all the barriers of fear, of not knowing what to do, and the deer and headlights syndrome, I call it. So there's none of that anymore.
It also fixes that thing I was saying. It fixes the fact that you now have a permanent upline that you can always call. This is basically that disappearing upline that you can never get a hold of. And you've now got that source taken care of with the sales center staff that's there to assist you. They become your upline. They become your go-to people, which then for you as a business owner like me, who's very busy and doing multiple, I have multiple streams of income, multiple projects I'm always working on, right? I can run this now. I can do this without having to get chased by my staff and my downline, calling me up and can you do this three-way call with me and blah, 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 blah. I don't have to do that anymore.
Exactly.
That's very powerful leveraging concept
that we want to add in here because of the core of people that are on this call. Within these presentations that we do here at the Sales Center, we also do live webinar calls. We're actually, next week, we're going to 2 a day on these. We do these all through the week where you can actually push your prospects, your list, anybody you'd like to have come to these live presentations. Once the presentations are over, our staff actually gets the list of attendees of these presentations and follows up with them. So we do follow-up calls right behind presentations just to make sure that they don't have any more questions or you know, sometimes it's just that little thing that keeps somebody from getting started. We want to let them know that we're here to help them with their business all the way through and give them the support they need to get started with the program. So
we have a drum roll because I was going to introduce you, but you're kind of already there. So
we're already here now, buddy.
This is Hoyt Farmer. There's his pretty face there, and he's basically the founder of the system. Actually, maybe Paul is, and then but Hoyt came in and really perfected the system, and we've learned a lot over the years, haven't we, Hoyt?
We have. Yeah,
I'm gonna kind of let you take over from here because this is an important part here. Is how the lead flows through the system.
You bet. Let me touch on something real quick, though, folks. Back to the compensation plan, and again, you'll have a chance to learn a little bit more about it. But I'll tell you, it's this simple, and where it really becomes powerful if you're looking for that residual, which we all want on it. Every member that signs up directly with you, keep in mind you're going to get $20 a month from them. But every individual that we sign up for their members, you're getting $10 a month there also, along with the coded bonuses. In order to really build that into, you know, $40, $50, $60, $100,000 a month, and it can definitely be done. We do it and work with top people all the time that put this together. You do want that duplication. You want your people to stick in there. You want them actually to be paying that monthly fee and being involved in the program and duplicating on top of your efforts here. And that's what the Sales Center has allowed us to do for teams and individuals like Jeff. Keep people plugged in and keep them making money. They're going to be happy and they're going to make you money. As time went by, and we've been talking a whole lot about the Sales Center here, we started realizing that closing sales for people, that was great. It made people a lot of money, but there always seems to be little things that are left in the open. How am I going to market? I don't have a website. What am I going to do here? What am I going to do there? Folks, I will tell you that when we're done showing this to you, I can guarantee you cannot call me up and tell me that we're missing something. We have plugged every hole here to help people become successful. And the next phase of this, on top of the Sales Center, is actually building a marketing system. So when somebody gets plugged in and they say, how am I going to market my business? What am I going to do for a website? Guess what, folks? We have that covered. We actually created MyTripIsOn. MyTripIsOn is a full branded marketing system for tripizon.com. Actually, one of the capture pages right here, one of the landing pages Andrew has up, is the basic design that lends to TripIsOn, the complete program. From the minute that somebody opts into your marketing website, they get a full view of the whole program from front to back. But guess what? As soon as they opt in, it creates a lead. Our staff calls them immediately and starts the process of giving the people the information they need about the program. Now, one thing you didn't hear me say just then is they opt in and you have to contact them. I said we're going to contact them. Even though you get the opt-in lead, and we're going to show you how you can track your leads and the progress of your business and your sales and stuff, the key point is you could be doing anything. You could be with Jeff in San Diego right now at a conference and have a lead, a prospect go to your system. You're not going to have to call them. We're going to take it over from there. Andrew, let's show a little bit here. Did you get some shots in here of the system?
Yeah, I got
there's some tracking center. Okay, so what he did is he actually put the tracking center together. That's not a problem. Folks, you're going to get a chance to see the actual marketing system as we move along here. But again, in the process of this, you're going to be able to have all your prospects and your leads go into our real-time back-office tracking system. How that was developed was making sure that everybody that markets out there not only gets credit for their sales, but those are your leads. That's your marketing and your advertising going in there. And let's face it, we've got leaders on this call. What do we want to do? We want to build a list. Continually build a list. So especially if you're out there and you're viral, or depending on how you're pushing your marketing into the system, that list needs to be built, and those are your leads. So we've created an ID code for everyone that signs up for the program, and when you market the business, you're going to mark with that ID code. It's specific to your marketing system. As individuals come into your system for more information, Those leads are going to go right back into your back office. You're going to be able to see your opt-ins. As soon as our staff starts talking to your prospects, we're going to move them over to prospects. You'll be able to see your prospects, keep track of your sales. Even if somebody says, you know, I'm not really interested, we're going to put that back there too. But the point to remember is these are your leads, and you're going to be able to track them from front to back. So let's look at a little bit here, if you guys can see it here, the tabs here. I know, Andrew, we didn't put some slides together for this, but I do want to touch on a couple of things here. Your marketing system, you're going to be able to configure it with one of a couple of different capture pages, landing pages, so you can work with the theme a little bit there. You're also going to be able to personalize your website. Put your picture on there. There's an About Me page. So although that we're doing all the sales and this is a completely automated system, you can put your face on it. You can put your touch on it. You know as well as I do, Jeff's got his picture on his marketing system. But it gives you a chance to brand to you a little bit, and if you have a list that's familiar to you that's going there, that really helps out too, as you know. We've got built-in autoresponders. Folks, we do this a little bit different with our autoresponders because we want everybody in presentation mode at all times. So our autoresponder messages have links in them that go to webinar recordings that give full presentations about the program, and obviously you're going to be able to see the autoresponders right here in your back office. Those autoresponder presentations are, again, followed up by us here. So this whole process is to keep people in presentation mode, whether it's through the marketing system, whether it's our staff calling them and talking to them, to the autoresponders. Everything is presentation, 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 and of course our goal is to get them to that sale. You're looking at the contact page here right now. The other two tabs you see there are training and marketing. This is something else that's important. You know, folks, there's people that get involved in network marketing programs all day long and get promised help and get any, then they don't get any at all. Nobody's there to train them how to market. There's no marketing for them to plug into. They just, you know, they've spent their money and they're lost out there and they're mad. That's not going to happen with this system. We have training ideas back here in their back office, anything from how to market online, offline, plug into our classified ad program where they can use our Sizzler messages, and when somebody listens to that message, they can press 1 and talk to our staff. Everything, again, is presentation mode. But I will tell you this, most people that get involved in our program want an automated program, and they want to stay automated. So we have a marketing section here where simply people can just plug right into marketing that we place for them. So here's the process. They talk to our staff, they join the program, their CBC specialist gets in touch with them and walks them through the system and makes sure they understand everything about the program. They've got complete contact with our processing office, our support office, and they go right to their marketing tab, and their CBC specialist helps them get started with advertising. Again, this can become from print publications to our co-op program. We've got leads back there. Folks, none of your members are going to sit there and go, what do I do? It's impossible. If they say, what do I do, they're just really not paying attention. We've got everything in here. But, you know, I'll be honest with you, 98% of most people that we talk to just say, I want to plug into the marketing, I want to get this going, and I want you guys to do your job. So, again, the process is pretty simple. Join, talk to the CBC specialist, plug into our automated marketing, and duplicate. What do we got up here? This is some of the tabs we got back there in the system Andrew's pulled up. Some of the highlight points here to keep in mind. Again, we talked about the sales center, CBC specialist. Again, that is their personal assistant that's going to help them. And keep in mind, folks, that personal assistant is here for whenever they need help. It's not just one phone call and they let them loose. If they've got questions the next week or the week after that or whatever it may be, they can always contact their CBC specialist. Marketing site, your website, our capture pages on here. Again, let me bring up the live presentations. We all know how powerful that is. You know, come to a presentation, join. We're doing another one in a couple hours. Bring some folks to that. That replicates and duplicates just tremendously. Big, massive teams are built that way, and a lot of income is earned that way. Full of resources, social marketing. I tell you, folks, we've got everything in here. If you just take 2 seconds and look at this and really take it all in, you're going to realize that we've covered every aspect of an actual automated system. You know, you've got some systems out there that say, well, just sign up and the system does it all. Well, what happens if somebody has a question? There's nobody to talk to. You can't talk to that computer and hope that it's just going to spit out the answer about that program. That's what our staff's here for, to do all that and again, keep them all plugged into the program here. So in a nutshell, this is pretty much a complete system. Let's talk a little bit about what it's going to take to get started with the program. And as Jeff mentioned at the beginning, I'll tell you, not a lot of money, really not a lot of money. For everything you get here, and the value in it. Let's talk about first what it takes to get involved in TripAzon.
Right. Well, let me also just say, for all the stuff that you get here, I mean, you've sold these services in the past for how much, Hoyt? As much as what, $3,000?
Well, I'll tell you, we originally started selling just the sales center service for no less than a couple of $1,000s. We've sold our services for as much as $10,000. We've worked with people outside of network marketing that do large webinars and events and stuff and charged a whole lot more to do what we do. Guys, I will tell you this, and I promise you this, we don't have a bunch of $8 an hour people sitting down here just waiting to get their check on Friday and go home. All our sales staff work on commission, and they don't work from home, folks. They don't sit at home, watch TV, and answer the phone. They come down to my office. They adhere to our quality assurance. They're recorded. Our sales managers monitor every team that we have down here at our office. They are 100% commission. They don't book deals. We don't.
Where's
make
your
money.
office at? Right, tell everyone where you're located.
We're in Mesa, Arizona. Mesa, Arizona.
So you're not in Utah? You're not a call center in Utah? What's up with that?
Well, the problem is the guys in Utah thought that they could do the same thing we did, and they learned we're a little bit better. When they started dragging my training tapes up there trying to teach their people, we realized we might have a leg up.
Okay. What I want to point out here, guys, is that it's definitely two separate programs. We've had some confusion in the past because the system looks so much like the corporate site that people think it's all wrapped up into one. TripAzon.com is a completely separate, that's where the product is and the compensation plan is, okay? To join TripAzon.com, it's $199 and $59 a month. Now, very easy to basically cover that, and I think it's 4 personal referrals, so refer 4 and pay no more, essentially. It's a very inexpensive program. Again, the parent company has a luxury program that sells as much as $10,000. So, this was born.
Just by chance, Andrew, just give them like 3 examples of some, like, how much they can spend for a week-long vacation, like $147 in Mexico. What are some?
Even less than that. We have programs out there for like $47 for an entire week, and that's not per person.
Wait. What? 40 what?
$47. And we'll even.
That's in some dump, right? That's in like Chula Vista, San Diego, right?
No, there's some of these. Most of them are 5-star resorts that we've contracted with. And it's all about buying power, and being able to get some amazing deals, and we give them out to the members. So if you're a member, you'll be able to get this deal. I mean, the membership will pay for itself, like in basically one trip that you take, essentially. I mean, it's really sick. Again, we didn't go into it tonight because this is a different type of call, but it's on the corporate website. There's examples there, and you guys can go check it out. But it's really awesome, just awesome stuff that you can get access to. And again, too much to really go in here tonight, but that's an awesome deal, right? And that's at that price, it's priced to really fly. Now, the mytripazon.com system, you notice the little headset there. That's Hoyt with his little headset. The tagline for mytripazon.com is "Work smarter, not harder." That's our theme, folks, and that's why we're all here tonight. Cost for mytripazon.com is exactly the same. Now, I will say that these prices are probably going to change soon. Only $199 and $59 a month, but not for you guys, not for Jeff's people and his special deal. For the next 24 hours, you can get $100 off the setup fee. So it's only $99 plus $59 a month. You use promo code MILLS during the checkout. Now, I'm going to walk you through really quick here just a couple of steps.
Andrew, let me touch on something real quick before we go there. Folks, I want to recap on this pricing here that you're looking at. First of all, with TripAzon, I mean, folks, we've got Mayan Riviera stays, resorts on the water for a week that sleep up to 6 for as little as $347 all-inclusive. Now, I don't know how many people have personally hung out with Jeff. I know you folks haven't met me, but I tell you what, we'll have a beer now and again, and we can eat. We can eat. So to have me someplace all-inclusive and feed me all I want, you're in trouble. These stays are fantastic, that little bit of money right there. But I'm going to tell you something else. Everybody on this call are leaders. You're a businessman. Sit down and do the math. $99 and $59 a month to have a complete sales staff. I mean, go out and hire a couple of people and see what that's going to cost you a year, $50, $60, $70, $80,000 a year. Complete sales staff, complete marketing system that you can plug right into. So while you're doing, other things, because I know some of you guys do other products, just like Jeff, you got a lot going on. You don't have to develop this. You don't have to pay somebody to develop it. You don't have to shoot the videos. You don't have to do any of that. We've already built it for you. And now as your members come in here, you don't have to babysit them. You don't have to hold their hand. When they say, how am I going to market, you know who they're going to ask that question to? They're going to ask us. They're going to ask us. And we're going to take care of them. And we're going to plug them right into that marketing. And all you have to do is stay plugged into your back office and track your leads. And, again, those are all your leads and your people, and what you do with those leads after they come in, let me tell you what, that's yours. But I really want you to think about it as business people on this call, what $99 and $59 a month is buying you right now. Human bodies, warm bodies to do the work for you. That's huge. That's huge. Yeah. I've had people that in network marketing programs, in other industries too, that do conferences and speaking events and stuff, and when I showed them this, they told me I'd lost my mind. They told me I was crazy. But I'll tell you what, I know this. I've been doing this a long time, and this program right here will duplicate, and it's viral already. It's just blowing our doors off as it is, and people are making a lot of money with it. If anything, from what I'm saying right now and meeting me on this call, if you soak in the value of everything we're giving you for that money, that should give you enough confidence to realize that I think I'm going to make some money with this thing.
So what you're saying is you used to charge people several $1,000s to close their sales as part of the deal. They had to buy the business opportunity package, the program, and then they had to make a second purchase, which was thousands of dollars to have your staff become their staff. And now you
dropped off there, Jeff.
Not be available after this call. It's going to be 24 hours. Then it jumps up to $199 plus $59 a month is a smoking deal. And people are automatically skeptical, Hoyt. They're going to be like, dude, how can you handle the volume of all this business I'm going to bring you? Because I'm going to bring you everybody. So you better have like 1,000 people on the phone.
You know what? Let me jump on that right now, Jeff. Understand, guys, how this money is now. If you take in what Jeff just told you, typically with our programs, or if we have some people we work with that do live conferences and things like that, and we'll come in and we'll close for them behind it, people that didn't sign up. I charge thousands of dollars. You know what I'm relying on? May not be a lot of people, but I'm going to get a lot of money up front. You know what I'm relying on here is volume. So if I'm relying on volume, the first thing I'm going to do is ramp up and be prepared for volume, because if I don't get the volume I need, I'm not making the kind of money I want either. So this program here is designed a little bit different than high ticket with less volume. I'm pushing big volume through here because, folks, I want 5,000, 10,000, 20, 25,000 plus people on this system and in this program. And these people are going to be part of the membership of Tripizon. These people are going to be paying and getting involved in earning commissions from the Tripizon program. So it's one huge teamwork effort here. And I talk about team here. Guys, we have conferences also. Conferences, excursion trips, things like that. I mean, this is a program, you have fun with it.
We're going to go play to have fun and learn together and party together and jacuzzi together and adventure together.
Yeah, have good fun with it. But, the answer to that question is, guys, I can't, in my seat right now, you guys know I'm not going to make a lot of money if I only got 2 or 3 people working here. We're trying to push this out as far as we can because I need that duplication, and I'm confident. I'm confident in doing it.
Now, let me ask you here, too, Hoyt. That $59 a month, they're grandfathered into that price. So if that price ever goes up, they're locked in. They're locked in.
Folks, I will tell you here, coming up, that monthly fee is actually going to go up some. We're doing this special right now in for this launch, and we're doing the special price. I'll tell you right, this special price right here, $100 off of this promo. Jeff Mills' list, you people on this call have been the only ones we've given that to. We haven't given that special to anyone, but we're doing it on here, and I'll tell you why. Jeff and I have made a lot of money together. He mentioned at the beginning of this call. We're 2 people in like-minded ways that we always strive and we continue to look to make more money. And Jeff knows my reason. Since he's known me, I've had 3 kids, and I'll be 47 in June. I think I got to stop somewhere, but I started learning this is starting to cost me a lot of money. I better make more. But we're like-minded people, and I know working with Jeff in this program right here, I'm going to make money. I am. And you guys being part of Jeff's team, you benefit from everything that's involved in it.
Okay, so what I want to do, we're coming up around 45 minutes here in the call, so I want to give them their action steps, okay? And you guys, I want to just mention something. I'm going to throw a website link and a phone number on the website here on the slides in a minute, and I want you guys to take action as quickly as you can, because it's basically the spots are available on a first come, first served basis. So Jeff Mills is right at near the top of this whole company, okay? And we're going to launch in a couple of weeks, actually Mother's Day, May 13th. And that's when we really expect some massive explosive growth. It gives you guys as leaders time to prepare, and we'll actually do these presentations for your list as well. We want to point that out. So.
Not to interrupt, Andrew, but that's a real good point. I was going to bring that up too. And if you don't mind, let me take 2 seconds on this. Guys,
sure.
When you work with us here at the sales center, especially you guys with the list and the hitters, and you've got ideas of ways to bring people to calls that we can present, we will present them specifically for your list. You on the call, you leading the face on the call. You don't have to just send them to our regular, I won't call them generic because none of them are generic, but our regular presentations. We'll work with you hand in hand. If you have an idea of being able to bring prospects to a call or to us, you can contact me down here personally. As a matter of fact, Andrew's going to put a phone number up. I'm taking my top GM sales manager off the floor right now and myself, and we put us on this line so you guys can contact us and talk to us personally, because we know that, folks, you guys got a lot of ideas. You already have lists and things like this, and if you're going to join this program, which I highly recommend you do, we want to help you utilize the assets you have to the fullest to get as much money in your pocket as we possibly can with this program. So keep that in mind. We will custom tailor to help you do presentations also, and jump on there and work with you to make this happen.
Awesome.
All right, Andrew,
all right, so here's the deal. To secure your position on Jeff's team, go here. www.join.
Yeah, you better go fast, too, because the first person to get in is going to be positioned at the top. I'm not kidding. The next person that's going to join is going to be right underneath me. So, like, don't even think about this. Get out your credit card and say, I want to be right under Jeff.
Absolutely. And, excuse me, so you're going to go to join.mytripathon.com. That's Jeff's specific link. Okay, when you get there, you're going to click the Join Now button, which you'll see at the top right of the page. And then it's going to bring you to a simple 2-step process. Okay, the first step you're going to click on, it's the Join Tripathon. You're going to go right over to Jeff's sign-up page and fill out the form. It'll take you less than 5 minutes to fill that out, get your spot in Tripathon. That secures your spot on his team. Okay. Once you're done there, you're going to come back to this page and fill out step 2. That's to sign up for the mytripathon.com system. Okay. And once you get there, you're going to fill out that the promo code Mills. Okay, Jeff's last name, Mills. Fill out that promo code so you can get the extra $100 off. Now, I'm going to keep this up on the screen here. You can call the toll-free number, 800-262-3312. Use Jeff's ID, 11513, okay, 11513.
Like I said, Andrew, I pointed that number right now is Jeff Burrows, my GM here, and myself. After this call, we're going to hang in here, and you're actually going to be able to dial right to us and just say we were on Jeff's call. And
okay, well, if they're not able to call right now and they want to call,
they can still call in anytime. They can still call in anytime.
Yeah, if they want to jot down, but if you do decide to call later, the first thing the reps over there are going to ask you is, what is the ID code of the person who referred you? That's part of the system, okay? No one gets past that front door, okay? That's to protect you guys. So if someone calls in,